Good evening and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Last night I did a analysis of CrowdStrike. Tonight I'm going to do a analysis of Twitter. First of all, I would like to remind you that you should not be taking any kind of financial advice from me. I've had 2 down days today. I'm going to talk about that on my morning copy review. Catch me on that tomorrow morning. But yes, the last 2 days were losing days, and that's because of NASDAQ. My investments were in technical stocks. So never ever take advice from some random people on the internet. You will lose your money. Do your own due diligence, learn it, and that's what the purpose of these videos are, is to show you how I'm doing it. Maybe you can learn from that. Today was a down day for the technicals. All the FANG stocks, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, were down. Technology stocks, communication services were all the low man on the totem pole. So to start my due diligence, I look at what other people have done, and there's a lot of analysis out there on Twitter. This was cute. Jack be woke, shareholders go broke. This was about 3 to 4 months ago. And then people are talking about the fact that Donald Trump is no longer allowed on Twitter, and that's going to hurt it. Well, I do believe that's going to be a factor. But also, people are very concerned about censorship and security, and they feel like these big tech oligarchs are not protecting them and their information and their data. So I do think companies like Facebook and Twitter and others will have, over the next 10 years, some issues with security and censorship, and it'll hurt the bottom line. But besides that, the technicals are going very rough, and I expect we're going to look at a couple more days of roughness, and so I'm looking at Twitter to possibly go short. As you can see, Twitter had a tremendous ride up from its lows in June. Last few days, we've seen some red candles. Currently trading at 70.86. A target price is at 60. So the analysts are predicting that the stock is going to go down to about 60, if you believe the analysts. There's no PE, so currently they're not profitable. It is optionable and shortable. I like that, and the analyst recommendation is a hold, according to Vinviz. On the 1st, there's an upgrade from neutral to buy, and then there's on the 26th, Pivotal Research Group reiterated their buy to about from 77 to 95. I think it's going to be a while for that. By the way, I'm going to briefly talk about Twitter has changed its business model. I'll just talk about that in a second here. And I believe everybody knows what Twitter does. It's a social media network worldwide, allowing you to disperse little tidbits of information, short little snips of information that people can quickly read. I've really never liked it that much, except for stocks. Since Donald Trump, Twitter has a new marketing and sales strategy. It's called direct response marketing, which means you target a person that's interested in the item and make a deal that they can't refuse, or an offer. And it's been very, very successful, and they think it's going to add customers to their bottom line. Over the last 5 years, Twitter has increased their user base dramatically. They intend to increase their user base from 315 million to 192 million, and then, of course, increase their revenues. And to do that, they're going to do this through this direct response advertisements. We'll see if it works. As I said, without Donald Trump, the issue of security and censorship, the fact that the government is going to get involved in their business, I think Facebook's profit margins will be under duress quite some time. I'm not optimistic with this company. This is another article that says, hey, look, They're going to have a rough year, and I think they're going to have a lot of competition. According to TipRanks, by the way, this is a tool that I've been starting to use lately to do some analysis. It's written very simply, and it seems to be well organized. It costs $30 a month, but I think I might take a subscription. It seems to be doing the job. I also use a free service. I'm using the free service, by the way, now with TipRanks. It might be enough for anybody to try it out. And then later on, if you need more, take the Pro version. But I also do the same thing with FinViz. Very good service. Anyway, this service has Twitter to go and forecasted at $71, but it could go as low as $50. They're rating it as a modern buy, whereas FinViz said it was a hold. Basically, this is 6, pretty much neutral, a hold. Some hedge funds have decreased their positions. TipRanks investors, which are people that like you and me that have accounts out there, seem to be negative on it. The technicals, they say, are positive. I believe they're showing, just in the last couple of days, negative. This is a very nice tool. This is the news. I've been starting to use this a lot. It's where I got the article I just quoted. Let's look at my chart. My trending indicator is showing that Twitter went negative, changed the regime. The momentum seems to be down. RSI is down. And for quite some time, the MACD has been pointing down. This could bounce off its 50-day moving average. And we have our short right here. Now in the past, we've had a zig and a fractal down. Likewise, we had a fractal right here, and a zig up. You can kind of just paint these on. You don't need to have an indicator. But 2 bars after, that's a valid signal. RSI there, 2 bars after, that's a real good one. None here, and we would have missed it. But we have an MACD system with a catic here. This is the 80. I believe for the next couple of weeks it'll be below the 80. So this will be good. Could play this as an option play and take an option out to go short at 80. Anyway, I think Twitter's going to have a rocky road over the next few weeks. So if tomorrow morning the NASDAQ is still short, I'd be happy to take a short in Twitter. Please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is not a recommendation. Do your own due diligence. In the morning, I will be posting a watch list of about 10 stocks that you can consider as well as Twitter. So write this one down, take a look at it, and see if you like it or don't like it. Please leave a comment below. Catch you next time.